Hashtag title. The phone call from the future. Yesterday, I got a phone call from my future self. I know it sounds crazy, but listen to this story carefully. Because if you were in my shoes, I'm not sure what you would have done. It all started on a quiet Tuesday night. I was lying on my bed scrolling through my phone when suddenly my phone started ringing. The number was strange. It wasn't saved in my contacts and it looked unusual. At first I ignored it, but the phone kept ringing. So after the third time, I finally answered. "Hello," I said. For a few seconds there was silence. Then a voice spoke. But the moment I heard the voice, my heart almost stopped. Because the voice sounded exactly like me. The voice said quietly, "Listen carefully, don't go to school tomorrow." I sat up immediately. "What?" I said. "Who is this?" The voice repeated again, a little louder this time. "Don't go to school tomorrow. Trust me." I laughed nervously. "Nice joke. Who gave you my number?" But the voice didn't laugh. Instead, it said something that made my blood run cold. "You are sitting on your bed wearing a black shirt and your window is open." I froze, because that was exactly true. Slowly, I stood up and looked around my room. "Who are you?" I asked again. Then the voice said something even more disturbing. "I'm you, calling from the future." At that moment, I thought it had to be a prank. Someone must be playing a trick on me. But before I could say anything else, the voice quickly said, "You won't believe me, but tomorrow something bad is going to happen at school." My heart started beating faster. "What do you mean?" I asked. But the call suddenly ended. Just like that. The screen went black. I tried calling the number back immediately, but something strange happened. The phone said, "Number does not exist." I checked the call log again and again. The number was still there, but every time I tried to call it back, the same message appeared. "Number does not exist." That night, I barely slept. I kept thinking about the call. Was it really possible? Could someone actually call from the future? Or was someone just messing with me? The next morning, my alarm rang. It was time for school. For a moment, I remembered the warning. "Don't go to school tomorrow." I sat on my bed thinking, should I stay home or should I just ignore the call? Finally, I laughed at myself. "This is stupid," I said. "There's no such thing as phone calls from the future." So I grabbed my bag and left for school. But something felt strange. On my way there, I kept remembering the voice. The way it sounded exactly like me. The way it knew what I was wearing. And the way it sounded scared. When I arrived at school, everything looked normal. Students were talking. Teachers were walking through the hallways. Nothing seemed wrong. I started feeling a little silly for believing the call. But then something happened. During our second class, my phone vibrated inside my pocket. I secretly checked it under my desk. My heart skipped a beat because the same unknown number was calling again. My hand